of Eorzea. Among our primals, long have we striven a lasting solution to the threat they pose. I know not what is you to desire for yourself, nor what it was that first brought you to Eorzea, but I firmly believe that the power we possess was given to us for a purpose. Pray consider this when you give me your answer, Ryuk. Oh. Yeah, I guess I'll do that one. Okay.
I take it you will help us. Wonderful! I knew you wouldn't let us down. But come, I would introduce you to your friends in the Order. Tell me, does the name Sharlayan ring any bells? It used to be one of Eorzea's 6 city-states, and was situated in the northwest of Aldenard. The Sharlayans were the keepers of wisdom both old and new. Their mastery over magic and ether was unsurpassed, and even the Garleans knew to fear them. Among their number, there were a noble few who devoted their lives to safeguarding the future of Eorzea. When the realm began its descent into chaos, and their countrymen fled for the motherland, they alone chose to remain here. These noble men and those same brave souls stand before you now. The masked woman is Ida, and beside her is Popalimo. The two are charged with surveying the Twelveswood.
Hello there.
Welcome.
Okay, my turn to introduce someone. That there is Thancred.
He is our man here in Ul'dah, Jewel of the Desert.
Welcome to the team. If I may, the lovely maiden beside me is named Y'shtola. Limsa Lominsa has the pleasure of being under her care.
Greetings. I have been expecting you. Last but not least is Urianger, who presides over all affairs within these halls. Pray seek him out whenever you have questions.
Dawn may banish even the darkest night. The words of a dear friend. I'm glad of our meeting.
At the Battle of Carteneau, our leader was taken from us. But we did not stray from our purpose. We sought out Minfilia and others with her talent, and together established the Scions of the Seventh Dawn.
Along with the Archons, those blessed with the Echo play a pivotal role in our endeavor to forge a brighter tomorrow for the realm. Oh, I should also introduce you to Tataru, our clerk. She ensures that everything runs smoothly.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
In time, I hope you will come to think of us as family. But without further ado, I would assign you your first task. Urianger, have the documents arrived from the students of Baldessian?
Aye, my lady. They arrived but recently.
Thancred, would you do the honors?
It would be my pleasure. Some days ago, a crystal caravan registered to Amagina & Sons mineral concern was waylaid and divested of its cargo. But there is more. Within a bell of the robbery, several people were reported missing from the shantytown outside the city.
At a glance, one would assume the involvement of bandits, kidnappers, and coincidence. Such crimes are hardly uncommon, and the Immortal Flames deal with their like almost every day. However, this time we have reason to believe that a primal is involved.
Aye. The evidence left behind implicates the Emulja. who are known worshippers of Ifrit. If we then consider the objects that were taken, there is no room left for doubt. The crimes were committed in the name of a primal.
That you may better understand the nature of our struggle with the primals, I would have you play the leading role in this investigation. You have my thanks. If there is aught you wish to know, I recommend you speak with Thancred. He is well versed in the affairs of Ulda.
Ever at your service, dear fellow.
Alright. Quest accepted. Ready to begin, are we? That's the spirit. So then, your mission is to investigate a crystal robbery and a spate of abductions. Crimes which we believe to be connected. Assuming we are correct, it is like that any discoveries we make in relation to one will further our understanding of the other. Now, since the attack on their caravan, our friends at Amagina and Sons Mineral Concern have doubled security over all the shipments. In light of this, it's our judgment that the abductions should be our priority. According to our preliminary findings, the majority of the missing were last seen in the vicinity of Camp Drybone, so that would seem a fine place to begin. A fellow by the name of Isambard serves as the camp's de facto leader. Pay him a visit and see that he gives us full corroboration. I remember Camp Drybone. It's been a while since I've been there. There's also an Aetherite at Camp Drybone too, so we can attune to that. I can't remember exactly where it's located. It's in Easterdale. And we're not even attuned to that either. Okay. Yeah, we're not even attuned to that either. Well, I think we'll just walk over there. Oh, almost dropped my controller. Alrighty. So I guess we need to go there. So yeah, we'll go up there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and attune to that Aetherite while we're up there. Might as well. Alrighty. There's look at that. You can see the Aetherite all the way from over here. Right over there you can see that Aetherite. That's what we gotta tune to. We don't have to at the moment, but I'm going to just because I'll be here. Might as well. But we're just taking this route to get to Eastern Phantom. That's where we actually have to go. And there's an Aetherite over there too, so we're going to tune to that one as well. So we'll be attuning to 2 Aetherites on the way. Feels good when you attune to Aetherites because you have like more locations you can teleport to, so it just feels good. Yeah, you can see that Aetherite all the way from when we entered. It's not as far as it looked like it was. You can cover a lot of ground. It's kind of crazy to think about, but you can actually cover a lot of ground pretty quickly on foot. And it looks like you can. It looks like it takes a while to get to a certain place when you're on foot, but it actually doesn't take as long as what it looks. So we're already at this Aetherite. Alright, so we're going to tune to this. And there's one at Camp Drybo. We're going to go this way. Yeah, we're getting there. Just gotta follow this path. Alrighty, it's over there. Alright, now we're going to be in Eastern Thanalan, which is where Camp Drybone is, and the other Aetheryte. Now you can't see the Aetheryte from here because it's underground. Or like it's under... Yeah, it's under. Not underground, but it's underneath all this. You see a little bit right there. But see, like, it's all the way it's at the bottom here. Yeah, see, it's like at the bottom, like a trench type looking thing. I kind of like Camp Drive Home Point as well. We'll be at this place for a little bit. Hi, I'm Isambard, here to search for the missing folk, I take it. Ophelia sent word that an adventurer fitting your description would be along. She also warned us to be wary of the Omaja. It seems we know who culprits are, at the very least. Now, I bear no official title at this camp, but the people here have come to look to me for leadership. You have my word that I'll do all I can to help see the victims safely return. Why, thank you. Let us get right to it then. When Philia names the Omaza culprits in all this, you would do well to investigate them first. Much harm has been levied on these lands by Omaja hands. The flames burn where they might, but the light cannot stay in the darkness in all places at all times. There has been brutal murders of colors at the Church of Saint Adamalandama. Innocents risking no more than to pay their respects to the dead. The poor souls deserve a proper burial. I will see to the deed before Mongols catch their scent, but I know not if the Almaza still linger. Would you secure the remains for me, friend? You will find them on the eastern road. 12 willing, you may even come to learn something of what the Almaza seek in this area. Alrighty, we will do that. So we'll go up this way. Going up this way. So we're gonna be going to like a church, or at least I thought, from what it seemed like, but maybe not. It's right here. Ripe corpse. Oh, what's up, man? Well, thank you. I appreciate that. What video was it that you saw, that you discovered? Or what game was I playing? Do you remember? Oh, gotta target. Gotta target. This is a Malda Ravager. There we go. Now I gotta pick up these ripe corpse. And pick up this one. And pick up this one. Alright, now we're gonna be heading back to this guy. This is, Isambard is how you pronounce his name, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. And we're just gonna jump right down here. Why not? Why not just jump? Oh, that's a far jump. Oh, that hurt me as bad as I thought it was going to hurt. It is good to see you return. Were you able to secure the remains of our fallen? With the bodies given back proper to the earth, the souls will find their way across to the other side. You have done a noble deed this day. I thank you. Now then, what of the Omaja? Did you see any? Surely such massive monstrosities as they cannot conceal their presence, much less take their quarry unawares. Ah, so the rural malls are remaining after all. I feared as much. Their part in the lowborn disappearing is all but confirmed, but I sense there is more of this than meets the eye. The occasional Amaza raiding party would not account for people going missing in these kind of numbers. The total is too great and the crescents too many. It would not surprise me in the least to learn of another hand in this. But whose? Countless travelers pass through Drybone every day, and even if one among them, how would we best discover who may be implicated in these vanishings? Oh, okay, sounds good. I understand that. Yeah, I've been playing this game a lot lately because there's a new expansion coming out next month, and I pre-ordered it, so I have early access to it, so I can start playing it on the 19th of next month of November. And obviously, I'm not going to get this character where he needs to be able to play the new class, but there's a new class coming out called the Reaper, and you have to be a level 70 of any class. It doesn't matter what class; it can be any class. You have to be at least 70 of one class to unlock that mission to become a Reaper. And I'm gonna make this guy the next Reaper, or the first Reaper of mine. So I'm doing the story pretty much to get him up to that point, and then once I get him up to that point, I'm gonna make him a Reaper. Because by that time, the new expansion will be out already. Because it takes a while to get up to that point. So I'm gonna do my best and get myself up there, read all the dialogue, go through the whole story, the whole thing. So it'll be pretty fun. I've been having a good time with it. What say we turn an eye to the common folk themselves? And maybe among them that we find the reasons for these vanishings. Trail forbid it be so. There is a merchant by the name of Ungust who was born here in Drybone, and grew up in the Golden Bazaar. A rough character, but he knows the people here better than anyone else. I'd wager he's at the inn, quaffing away the day's earnings. Here, I'll write a note for you to show him. Else he's not likely to speak to you. He's right in here. So we're gonna go. Is he in this building probably? There he is. There you are. Oh, it's this guy. Well, gods be damned. You're the bloody adventurer who threatened me back in Urda. What in the seven hells do you want with me now? Dear friend, missing people, please help. Yours, Isambard. Folk around here are as wary as they come. They'll turn tail and run if you so much as pass Rin nearby. Play them all for fools and coax some hard labor out of them, I did. If anything, they're even more timid than before. But with all the disappearances, you can go talk to him yourself if you don't believe me. Alright, so we got a hungry beggar here. Please, sir, just leave me be. Got it. Wasn't wanting to talk to you anyways. Devious derelict. I've nothing to say but this. Thou take who, or whatever, been feeding off us low folk. Got it. Petrified pauper. What do you want from me? I don't know anything, I swear. Please don't kill me. I wasn't gonna kill you. Yet. I should say yet. Oh, it's very fun. It is extremely fun. If you do have any questions, you can always let me know, because I've been playing this game since it came out. I made a new character, but my main character's name is Black Arcturus, and he's level 80 right now, so I'm waiting for the new expansion to come out so I can get him up to 90. But he's a Dragoon, so he's strictly a DPS, but I got him to level 80. And I actually have a few other classes unlocked for him as well. And I have some crafting classes that I'm working on with him too, so he can become a crafter and make a lot of gil. But if you have any questions, let me know, because I've been playing this game for a very long time. There's been talk of folk getting abducted, but if you ask me, they simply up and moved out to a better place. This place isn't exactly Costa del Sol, if you know what I'm saying. Alright, so now we gotta talk back to Ffxiv. I think we're getting pretty close to the Bowels of Ember, which is going to be our first trial. Welcome back, Ryuk. Have you learned aught of import? I see. I suppose I should have expected as much from Ungust. Well, another thought occurred to me in your absence. The common folks are nothing if fervent in their religious beliefs. Perhaps if they speak freely to their gods, then the clergy may know something of use. We are level 25. That means I can do the next job quest too. If you would know what the common folk speak of their gods, we've no better place to ask than at the Church of St. Adama Lendama. It is a small and humble church, found to the northwest of here. And so long as you are headed there, might I ask you to deliver this embalmed corpse? A mortal request, I grant you, but it must be borne to burial, and I trust none more than you see it done. Seek out a man named Marquis. He tends the graves at the Lich Yard. He will tell you where the body is to be interred. Got it. I know what I'm doing. I got this. I got this. I will do that. So let's go ahead and go to that church. Saint Adama Lendama. I think it's actually Adama Landama. Yeah, it's Adama Landama, I think. That's how you pronounce it. That's the church right there. And then we're going to go up this way. There's more keys right there. I am Marquis, yes. A body. Of course. There have been so many bodies of late. I apologize, sir. If you seek a place of burial, then there is an empty grave atop the ridge. Take the path and lay him to rest there. Alright, right here. Yeah, it definitely does take some time to understand mechanics, for sure. But once you get that down, like the main mechanics or whatever, of like what to do and stuff, and of what your job is in the game, it's actually very, very easy. And it's also really fun. It's definitely a fun game the more you get into it. Because at first, when I first started this game, I was kind of thinking the same. I was kind of like, do I like it? Do I not? So I kept playing it just to see, and I started really liking it. And they've changed a lot since the game came out too, so they've made it even better than what it was in release. May they all walk in Thal's realm. What? Missing people. I'm afraid I can't help you. But maybe Sister Orshin can. She has been kind to me. Everyone has been so kind. I don't know why, though. Pardon me. You will find Sister Orshin within the church rolls. I hear you have done us the service of bearing a fallen soul. Please accept our gratitude and extend it to Ffxiv when you next see him. You seek knowledge of missing dry-bone inhabitants. It is true I am closer to the people than any other of the Order. I confide in them, and they in me. When they wish to speak to their keeper, Thal, I am the medium through which they do. Should I learn anything pertinent, I will be sure to share the information with you. I only wish Marquis would be more helpful in the matter. I pray he did nothing to offend. He saw terrible things during the calamity. His scars run deep. Indeed, he seems now to prefer the company of the dead over the living. While tragic, I fear such behavior ill befits the church. I received word not long ago that one of our recent visitors, a man called Ffxiv, I believe took offense at his conduct. I must have words with Marquise, and soon. Yes. I was playing it from the very, very beginning. From the extreme beginning. But the 1.0 was kind of like, you know, but it's a really, it turned out to be a really good game. It also turned out to be very popular. There's quite a lot of people that play this game. But it's definitely a really good game for sure. And I've been a Final Fantasy fan for a very long time. And knowing that they made an MMO Final Fantasy game, I really just like it. It was like a huge dream, because I'm a huge MMO person. Like I spent most of my time playing MMO ever since the first MMO. Like I've been with MMO games for a very long time. Thank you, Ryuk. A burial is no easy thing, even when the departed is a stranger. Were you able to learn aught of the missing common folk? You've been keeping yourself rather busy of late, haven't you, Ryuk? A pleasure, my dear Ffxiv. The name is Ffxiv, and I share a passion with you and our mutual friend here for learning what has become of these missing persons and why. I too spoke with August, more times than I care to count. There seems to be some truth to this notion of the common folks speaking their secrets only to those in service to the gods. Prostration, prayer, penance, abject deeds done behind closed doors, away from prying eyes, who better to take the pious unawares than she who takes confession, the good sister Arison herself. Arison, she couldn't. Even the most beautiful roses have thorns, my friend, and you would be wise to keep an eye to this rose. Still, the Lich Keeper Marquise, I'd swear to the 12 I've seen that face elsewhere before. Sister Arison, it cannot be. Though she is wont to travel to the Golden Bazaar on her own, and it is not uncommon to see her speaking to the children. But no, it could not be she, could it? I grow wary of these suspicions. I know there is one child in particular that she is fond of. Pray seek out the boy, Ryuk, and see if you cannot glean something from him about Arison's activities. Yeah, I definitely like this series a lot. I like MMOs a lot. MMO has been like my thing for a very long time. I mean, I played Black Desert. I played Elder Scrolls. I played DCUO. I played this game. Like I played a ton of MMO games in my day. Love MMO games. Always have. I just like, I'm one of those people that like online. So I love story-driven games too, like The Last of Us, for instance. That's the most recent game I played with like the best story in the world. Like it has such an incredible story to it. But The Last of Us 2 was the most recent story-driven game that I streamed, which is on my channel. But like MMOs is like my thing. You know, I've always been huge into MMOs. I've always been huge to playing online games. It's just like, I don't know. I just like playing with a lot of other people on these type of games, and just like growing as friends on these types of games, It's just kind of like, it's a joy, you know, it's just a joy to have. It's a joy to be a part of it. And I met some pretty awesome people too from MMO games. Like, I have a lot of friends on the PS4 that I play online with or whatever, that are like friends from school that I know personally, but I've also made a ton of friends too, that I've met just online from different MMO games I've played over the years. You meet a lot of really cool people playing MMO games. For the children, we're getting pretty close to the first trial mission. Trial mission is a huge boss. Huge boss. That I'm gonna have to take. So. Please help. Sister Alison ran out all on her own and hasn't come back. She always reads to me that right here about Thal and the Order and the other side. I told her I lost my shiny thing and she went looking for it. But what if the monsters outside hurt her? Please find her. Don't worry, I will find her and I will bring her back. Possibly, if it's not too late and they haven't had dinner yet, then I will bring her back. But if they already had dinner and it's that time, well then it's too late. Well, thank you. Yeah, I don't know, it's just something about, like, I just have a joy with it, you know, it's just really fun. And Final Fantasy XIV is a very popular game, too. There is a lot of people that play it. Usually around the noon hour is when most people are online, so that's when you're going to find it, like, really packed. Usually around this time or whatever, it's usually not as packed, a lot of people got off for the night or whatever, but usually around, like, the noon hours when, like, most people get on. But I don't usually get on in the noon hour just because I'm usually at work at that time. So usually I don't get on until like the evening. But you are the one from the church. Thank goodness you arrived when you did. It seems my gratitude is yours yet again. You spoke with the child. Yes, well, I was able to find his lost trinket. It is a ring given by his mother before she passed. I will see it safely back to him. Thank you, Alison. Alrighty, so we're gonna go back to Camp Drybone. Now, one thing about this game that I do like is there is so much that you can actually get in this game as far as like mounts, gear, materia, just different types of stuff. And there's even more to name too, but there's just so much, I just can't name them all. But there's so much you can collect in this game, and there's so much of each thing, like of each, you know, stuff or whatever, minions, mounts, all that type of stuff. To where, like, you will never... I've been playing this game ever since it came out, and I'm still working on getting stuff for my other character. Like, I don't have all the mounts yet, I don't have all the minions yet, I don't have all the gear yet, all the materia yet. Like, I'm still working on my character, and I've had that character since the very beginning of this game. Sister Alison was attacked outside the Golden Bazaar? Gods forfend. I will secure a room at the inn for her should she require any rest. Searching for the mementos of orphans, and risking her own well-being in the doing no less. Surely not the dastardly deeds Thancred would have believed. I am real glad I reserved that inn room for Sister Alison. It seems she received greater injuries from her attackers than she initially let on. Thankfully, she is expected to make a full recovery. But now, onto the matter at hand. Thancred came looking for you once more. He left word that he will be raiding at the Omaja encampment to the southeast. I pray the two of you are able to uncover some evidence regarding these disappearances. Yeah, it's, yeah, I think even, like, but, like, the thing is, though, is that, you know, if you're, like, in the EU, you know, like Europe or whatever, the noon hour is obviously different than it is here, because the time zone's different and stuff, but, yeah, over in this area, around the noon hour is when it's usually the busiest, so that's when I see a lot more people on, and I'm able to get into a lot of, like, different types of raids, and, you know, duties and all that type of stuff, instances, I'm able to get a lot of that stuff a lot faster doing the noon hour, just because there's more people online. So usually this late at night, it takes kind of a long time to get into a place because there's not as many people on. But I do have a trial coming up here. It's if you don't know what a trial is, I know you'll say you're new to this game. A trial is like a big boss that you face throughout the stories. There's different trials throughout the whole story, and they're like big bosses that you face. And that's all it is too. It's not like a full dungeon you go through. It's like a big boss, just one big boss. And we have our first one coming up here with this story. Ah, there you are, Ryuk. So good of you to come. Indeed, I've heard all about good Sister Arison. Isenbar said her wounds were serious. It would seem my suspicions about the poor Rose were misplaced. But false though they were, perhaps my suspicions were not entirely without merit. While I was following Sister Arison near the Golden Bazaar, a band of Amalja caught my eye. I tracked them as far as his encampment, but, well, let us say that I would much prefer to keep my distance and remain here. This, of course, brings me to why I requested you, dear Ryuk. Would you be so kind as to take a look inside? Fine, I'll take a look inside Amalja's encampment and defeat all the Amaljas that come near me. They're gonna attack me, I know. Yep, there we go. Here we go, let's do this. I don't think they understand what they're getting themselves into. They're not a big threat like they think they are. Except for when they do that. Haha. Alright. Ah. Queer leaflets. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Alright. Have a good one, guys. I defeated a few of you guys, and you have a good day. Yeah. See ya, Malja. The one that's not attacking me. Yeah, what a good guard he is. He's not even attacking me. He's like, oh, I'll just let this guy in so he can destroy half my men. Well, did anything tickle your fancy? What are we, in 1980? Who says that? Of Null to the hands of your children. It looks to be some sort of assembly to provide the poor with work. Delettery, though. Atrocious, is it not? And these bits about Nalthal seem somewhat less than studied. I find it hard to believe one among the Order penned this. Pray take this to the inn at Camp Drybone. Let us see what Sister Arison makes of it. You got it. We will go to Camp Drybone. Oh, is she at Camp Drybone? Oh, she's like right past. Yeah, she's at Camp Drybone. Going back to Camp Drybone to talk to Sister Arison. Is she like actually like inside though? Is she like right outside? But we'll find out. We're gonna jump down this big cliff here. We're gonna find out. Let's go this way. Alrighty, she might be right outside, but we'll just... Whee! Ow. That hurt. Oh, yep, there she is. Oh wait, that's not her. Why are you wearing the same outfit? See, that makes me think it's her. She must be in here then. No, in here. There she is. My savior comes again. To what do I owe the honor this day? Yeah, sounds good, man. See you then. What is this? Blasphemous. These are not our teachings at all. This was not made by any true brother or sister of the Order of that, I can assure you. Come to think of it, weeks ago the church was plagued by missing garments. Could someone be posing as a priest of the Order to deceive the people? The plot thickens, Ryuk. Our culprit pretends to be a priest to lend credence to his deception. There is no doubt any irony in there somewhere. But I suspect we have a worthy adversary on our hands. I shall consider how best to handle this. For now, tell Isenbar what we have learned here. Got it. Posing as a priest? To think these troubled notions aside, it is gratifying to finally be able to move this investigation forward. Thank you once again, Ryuk. I shall keep my ears and eyes open, now more than ever. Any better? I'm afraid I have not seen any unusual activity, nor have any at this camp given me cause to doubt them. But unless we can identify the culprit, and soon more innocents will fall victim. Do not despair just yet, my friend. An idea occurs to me. Our suspect has been posing as a priest, using leaflets bearing false promises to lure the poor. Let Ryuk and me serve like with like by posing as impoverished souls in need of a successor. I did hope that this will yield us the answers we seek. It will be a dangerous undertaking, but you two are more than capable of looking after yourselves. I'm next to useless in the battle, but I can supply the garments from the disguise. These old tunics and slops should serve your needs. So long as you don't mind the smell and the stains, that is. These will serve very well. You have my thanks. Listen, Ryuk. So as to lay the foundation for our little ploy, we must make it widely known that more vagrants have arrived at the camp and are desperate for coin. To this end, I want you to don the old garments Isambard has lent us, and beg for work around the camp. Before long, the false priest should catch wind and approach us. Or should catch wind and approach us. Alright, so we're gonna put that on. So we're gonna take this. What were the slops again? Was that like a head thing? Man, it's been so long since I've done this. Oh, right there. Alright. Huh? And you are? Another refugee by the looks of you? The immortal flames have neither work nor coin for your like. Be gone. And see to it you don't make a nuisance of yourself. Jeez. And I was about to get the good part. Looking for work, you say? Sorry, but we don't have any openings. Now get out of here so I can finish my story. Well, fine. Okay, at least give me in for a short interview. I preach the teaching of Azuma, the warden. Hast thou come to partake the honey of her wisdom? Azuma is keeper of the sun and goddess of inquiry. All is laid bare beneath the light of her divine countenance. Open thy heart to this light, needy child, and thou shalt want for naught till the end of days. Not that building. This building. Greetings, good sir. Is there aught I must assist you with? Oh, I don't believe there is. I'm afraid our wares are very expensive. Mayhap you should rejoin your fellows out at the pond, north of Sandgate. Other person's up there. What is it? God, it's not again. Look, being poor doesn't give you the right to pester whoever you like. Why don't you keep with your own kind out by the muddy pond of yours at Drybone? I'm not poor. Hey, I am not poor, okay? I got 8,246 skill. You have quite a knack for being a nuisance, Ryuk. The camp is abuzz with talk of newly arrived vagrants. And though we were unable to attract our wayward transgressor, we were able to learn that the poor have a commune by the pond north of Sandygate, to the east of here. The eye of the authorities do not reach that place, rather ideal for spiriting away hapless souls. Let us go there and wait for the kindly priest to come, and offer us aid and comfort. Needless to say, you'll need to remain in disguise. Yes, because I love what I'm wearing. But I suppose we'll stay in disguise. I mean, I guess I could look worse. Oh, jeez, come on. You really want to face me? Seriously? Let's try. A fine day for catching false priests, what did you say? Oh, no, don't want to do that. You look absolutely smashing, Ryuk. Positively dressed for deception. All that's left, then, is to wait for our quarry to appear. Oh, you poor unfortunate fools, or souls. There is no way for men to live. No way at all. Who are you? What do you want? Be at ease, child, for I mean you no harm. I am a priest of the Order of Nalthal, and I come to offer you Sekir, or Sakor. This leaflet bears the teachings of Nald. Trust to them, and they will surely set you free from the shackles of penury. A tempting offer, but I'm afraid I must decline. On account of that atrocious performance, you would have made a god's-awful mummer, August. What? How did you know? Bastards tricked me? Please don't hurt me. I was only doing it to protect my people. Is that so? Do continue. Very well. I'm a man of the Golden Bazaar, raised there, if not born. Some moons ago, the Almanzor raid began. They would appear sudden as the sandstorm, and plunder and pillage at will. Our defenders couldn't stand against them, few as they were. Everyone lived in fear. I wanted to save my people, but being a merchant was all I knew. And so I did the only thing a merchant could. I approached the Almanzor in hopes of brokering a deal. In return for sparing the Golden Bazaar, they made demands. Outrageous ones. Demands? Of what kind? Pray tell. First of all, they wanted a schedule for crystal shipments from the Nanara mines. For this, I bribed one of the workers to link me the information. Next, they wanted me to bring them people. So I posed as a priest to lure in the vulnerable and give them over to the Almanzor. I didn't have a choice. Protecting one's home is a noble thing, but at the cost of innocence. You could have sought the aid of the immortal flames, yet you did not. I suspect you are not telling me the full story. What made you sell out your own people? Speak. Was good. What did you say? The coin was good, I said. I could sell mole meat for a score of lifetimes and not see even a fraction of what the Almanzor paid me. You sacrifice innocence so you can line your own pockets? Words fail to express the contempt I feel for you. Spare me your contempt. If you want to blame someone for the mess the world's in, then blame yourselves or the gods. Yeah, not you again. Were you the one leaking the Immortal Flames patrol routes to the enemies as well? Spit it out. No, I know nothing about that, I swear it. At this stage, I'm rather disinclined to believe aught that leaves your mouth. But no matter. There will be time enough to learn the truth. Ryuk, be a good man and take word of these developments to Minfilia, would ya? I shall praise everything I can out for this filth. The abductees are still somewhere out there. Our foremost priority is to rescue them. Alright, let's go back to Minfilia. Alrighty. Oops. Welcome back, Ryuk. I am pleased that you and Thancred have been getting along. I see. You have done well to uncover the truth. My thanks for the report. As Thancred said, we must ascertain where the abductions were taken, and none but the Omaja know the answer. Suffice it to say, they will not willingly part with this information. I fear blood will be spilled before all is said and done. Though we seek a peaceful solution to the primal problems, we must needs be ready to fight for our cause, that you might take to the field suitably prepared. I would have you meet with the goblin acquaintance of mine. His name is Mudamix Bubblypots, and he is a scholar of no small repute. Mudamix is renowned for having introduced the revolutionary method of enhancing equipment to Eorzea. The knowledge of this method was once a closely guarded secret, but thanks to Mudamix and his students, it has now been disseminated to the great benefit of all the realm. It would serve you well to acquire an understanding of the process. For this purpose, I shall lend you a blade. Take it to Mudamix and bid him to use it to demonstrate his craft to you. Mudamix is ever to be found at his camp in central Thanalan. a place known as the bonfire. Look for a pillar of smoke, and the way will become clear. Central Thanalin, you say? Well, I happen to be attuned to the Aetherites already there. And that's why you want to enter Aetherites. I'll have to make that big walk. Now we're already in Central Thanalin. Oh, here we are. I'm just kidding. Oh. We just go around this way. Whoops. Wrong way. Must you always go the wrong way? It's all the way down there. Okay. Oh, I see the pillar of smoke. Who is Uplander come to 10 Ring of Mother Mix Bobby Pots? Fighty Chul's drinking herself. When for herself, Fighty Chul's changed to stony shine, name of materia. If materia joins with other Fighty Chul, then Big Eyes, Fighty Chul gains power of herself. Mother Mix is reckoning that Uplander is Fred of Memphilia. Yes, tongue flaps reach ears of Mother Mix with fastness. Memphilia wants Uplanders to see power of materia. Uplander brings Fighty Chul to Mother Mix, yes? Fighty Chul is unstrong as eating Chul. Make good teachy show of power of materia. Materia Master. Now, eyes of Uplander point at Fighty Chul, yes? Materia join with Fighty Chul. Fighty Chul gains power of materia. Fighty Chul Reborn. Here, Uplander, take the Fighty Chul of Memphilia. Materia, strictly speaking, is a kind of crystal. It is created by drawing out the aetheric constituents from a piece of equipment and then crystallizing them. Not just any old equipment was served, mind you. It must have sufficient spirit bond, that being a measure of how fully an item has been imbued with its own spirits. When you attach a piece of materia to gear, you imbue the host items with its power. That's how Master Muddermix turned that dagger of yours from summit as would have struggled to cut stake into a weapon worth wielding. Uplander wishes to be joiner of materia, then Uplander best fill brain case with knowings of craft making. With knowings of crafty making, Uplander can become joiner of materia. If Uplander wants brain case to rattle with knowings of materia, Uplander best trade tongue flaps with learning ones of Muddermix. Now we're gonna go back to Memphilia. almost to the first trial. Obviously, we're not going to be doing the first trial today, though. Excuse me. Going to Waking Sands to speak with Minfilia. Boing, boing, boing. We are entering the solar. I forgot to read that. Ah, what a remarkable difference a single piece of materia can make. Granted, the skill needed to manipulate the substance are not easily acquired, but one need only look upon the results to realize such efforts are worthwhile. As I am sure you are aware, the quality of one's equipment can be the difference between victory and defeat. Materia may well give you the edge you need, Ryuk, so make it your ally. Now, it is time we discuss the matter of your next mission. Pray speak with me when you are ready to begin. This is it. Words have arrived from Thancred concerning our ongoing investigation. It appears he was able to extract some information from our friend Ungist, the false priest. He revealed that he is due to meet with the Almanza to discuss their dealings. The Immortal Flames believe that the meeting will present an ideal opportunity to ambush and capture the Almanza responsible for abductions, and so they mean to have Ungist attend as planned. As the Almanza are anticipated to offer fierce resistance, the Immortal Flames have requested our support. I would have you provided to them, Ryuk. Thancred is presently attending to another matter, but will join you as soon as he is able. Until such time as he does, you will be the Scion's sole representative on the ground. Before he left, he bade me tell you to save some for him, such as his confidence in you, a confidence I share. When you have made ready, pray take yourself to Camp Drybone and report to the Flame Sergeant leading the mission. Join the Flame Sergeant at Camp Drybone. Oh. Alrighty. That's the Flame Captain. Here he is. Ah, you're Ryuk-san, the Muerte of the Scions. My thanks for coming, friend. We're stronger for your assistance. Allow me to brief you on our mission. Our objective is to capture Almanza and prize from their whereabouts of the abductees. The Lizardmen are unaware that the man Ungist has been exposed. When they come to the Rendevis point to meet the traitor, we'll spring to the trap. Owing to clandestine, they deploy only a small contingent. Every member must count, and so we request the aid of your Scions. Let's make sure it does. Got it. Alright. It is that time, guys. Well, it's actually not the time till tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we're going to be doing the trial. Possibly. If I'm not too busy. Who knows, I might be too busy to do it tomorrow, but I'll try. We'll see what happens. You gotta defeat the Amaza. Is the bait in place? Our man is in position, sir. Good. We make our move as soon as the Amaza appear. Yes, sir. No. What is the meaning of this? Wait, something's amiss. I'm afraid your little ambush ends here. I eluded the immortal flames clutches from Moon before finally being caught. Did you not wonder how I managed it? 'Twas almost as if someone was feeding him information from the inside. Aye, your every movement was known to me ahead of time. Now, as much as I love to chat a while, I have appointments to keep. They're all yours. think so. Put up your weapon, or your comrade's a dead man. Behind you! Bring him. The rest of you, march. Traitorous scum. I feel the homage are mean to give us to the gods as an offering. If I must die, then let me die a soldier's death, with steel in hand. There it is. Right in here. Well guys, that is going to be it for this one. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Ffxiv content videos. I will see you all in the next one.